Good afternoon, and thank you to everyone for coming out today. We just had a special show of a cruise ship just for you coming into the harbour, so that's great. I'm Councillor Jill Bruce, and I'm delighted to be your MC for this afternoon's show. We've got two great acts for you. Just one small thing first. We do have a couple of small umbrellas that are over here in a little blue container on the deck. If it starts to drizzle or rain, or if the sun comes out and gets too much, you can borrow them. We just ask you to bring them back at the end of the show. And I guess so, without further ado, I'm going to get right to it for you. So this is our Music at Harbourside concert series, sponsored by the City of St. John's. And our youth act for today is Anna Corcoran. So Anna Corcoran is 12 years old and lives in Angels Cove, Placentia Bay, Newfoundland and Labrador. Anna loves to perform and entertain and has been doing so since she was old enough to walk and talk. Music has always been a huge part of her life. Anna began kinder music program at only 4 months old, and then around the age of 5 began taking piano and voice lessons. About a year ago, she started guitar lessons, and she can also play a tune on the tin whistle, the ukulele, the bodhrán, and the accordion. Anna is the youngest of 4 members in an all-girl acapella group called the Brunettes. In 2022, she was awarded a gold medal from the Royal Conservatory of Music for receiving the highest mark in her voice exam for her level up for all Atlantic region of Canada. When not singing and playing, she loves performing with the St. Pat's dancers along with Placentia Arts Theatre and just hanging out with her friends and being a kid. Because after all, she's only 12 years old and so talented. So let's give a warm welcome to Anna.
I hope you all are enjoying your day so far. And if I start talking really fast, I'm sorry if I do. I'm going to try to talk slow so you can understand me, because usually I goes 100 miles an hour. So the first song I'll be singing is She's Like the Swallow. And I picked this song because when I did Kiwanis, I learnt this song and I've enjoyed it ever since, and I've performed it many places. She's like the swallow that flies so high. She's like a river that never runs dry. She's like the sunshine on the lee shore. She loves her love and she loves no more. 'Tis down in the meadow this fair maiden bent, picking the primrose just as she went. The more she plucked and the more she pulled, until she had her apron full. She climbed on yonder hill above to give a rose unto her love. She gave him 1, she gave him 3, she gave her heart for company. And as they sat on yonder hill, his heart grew hard, so harder still. He has 2 hearts instead of 1. She says, "Young man, what have you done? How foolish that you must be, to think I love no one but thee. This world's not made for one alone. I take delight in everyone." She took her roses and made a bed, a stony pillow for her head. She lay her down, no more did say, just let her roses fade away. She's like the swallow that flies so high. She's like a river that never runs dry. She's like the sunshine on the lee shore. She lost her love and she'll love no more. Now I'll be playing Pretty Little Lady and a Tin Whistle, and I'm going to try not to make it so loud it'll burst out your eardrums. Yeah. Hold on now. Now I'm going to sing Sarah by Buddy What's His Name. I came upon a charming girl, and Sarah is her name. Her parents want a husband with riches, wealth, and fame. I have no wealth, but riches and fame has never come my way. So the night I went to visit my love, and true to keyhole say, Sarah, Sarah, won't you come out tonight? Sarah, Sarah, the moon is shining bright. Put your hat and jacket on, tell your mother you won't be long, and I'll be waiting for you around the corner. My Sarah is a girl like this, a girl you seldom see. She loves me only for myself and not for my money. Every night at 8 o'clock, she puts the needle away, and standing just beside her door, and true to keyhole say, Sarah, Sarah, won't you come out tonight? Sarah, Sarah, the moon is shining bright. Put your hat and jacket on, tell your mother you won't be long, and I'll be waiting for you around the corner. One night a little after 8, I crept up to her door. I whispered, Sarah, darling, as I often done before. I'll give you, Sarah said a voice, as down I fell a flap, and her mama said she kicked me all around the shop. Sarah, Sarah, won't you come out tonight? Sarah, Sarah, the moon is shining bright. Put your hat and jacket on, tell your mother you won't be long, and I'll be waiting for you around the corner. The old woman thought she killed me, and I let her think so too. As I laid her on the floor, I scarce know what to do. At last she says, he's alive or dead, my girl, I let him wed. And up I jumped, says, thank you, ma'am, and to my girl I said, Sarah, Sarah, won't you come out tonight? Sarah, Sarah, the moon is shining bright. Put your hat and jacket on, tell your mother you won't be long, and I'll be waiting for you around the corner. Hydration is important. The next song I'll be playing is Never Grow Up by Taylor Swift. And I've never been one for Taylor Swift. But I like this song because my little Jordan, she graduated kindergarten this year, and we're in a really small school, so she was the only kindergarten. And before she got her diploma and that kind of stuff, I got to play this for her, and it's special to me now. Your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You've got nothing to regret. I give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. No, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. No, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. And even though you want to, please try to never grow up. And never grow up. You're in the car on the way to the movies, and you're mortified your mama's dropping you off. At 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs getting ready for school. No, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. No, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this simple. And no one's ever burned you. Nothing's ever left you scarred. And even though you want to, please try to never grow up. Take pictures in your mind of your childhood room. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said, and all your little brother's favorite songs. I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone. So here I am in my new apartment in a big city. They just dropped me off. It's so much colder than I thought it would be, so I tucked myself in and turned the nightlight on. Wish I'd never grown up. Wish I'd never grown up. No, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. I could still be little. No, I don't wanna grow up. Wish I'd never grown up. I could still be simple. No, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. No, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. And even though you want to, please try to never grow up. Never grow up. Just to never grow up. Never grow up. Just to never grow up. Now, before my last song, I'd like to thank the Newfoundland and Labrador Folk Art Society and the City of St. John's for letting me come here and entertain you all. The last song I'll be singing is Made on the Shore, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon. There is a young maiden, she lives all alone. She lives all alone on the shore. Oh, there's nothing she can find to comfort her mind but to roam all alone on the shore, shore, shore. But to roam all alone on the shore. 'Twas of a young captain who sailed the salt sea. Let the wind blow high, blow low. I will die, the young captain did cry, if I don't get that maid on the shore, shore, shore. If I don't get that maid on the shore. Well, I have lots of silver, I have lots of gold, I have lots of costly ware. Oh, I'll divide with my jolly ship's crew, if they row me that maid on the shore, shore, shore. If they row me that maid on the shore. After much persuasion, they got her aboard. Let the wind blow high, blow low. They replaced her away in his cabin below. Is a due to all sorrow and care, care, care. He's a due to all sorrow and care. They replaced her away in his cabin below. Let the wind blow high, blow low. She's so pretty and neat, she's so sweet and complete. She sung captain and sailors to sleep, sleep, sleep. She sung captain and sailors to sleep. Then she robbed him of silver, she robbed him of gold, she robbed him of costly ware. Oh, then took his broadsword instead of an oar, and then paddled her way to the shore, shore, shore. And then paddled her way to the shore. Well, me men must be crazy, me men must be mad, me men must be deep in despair, oh, for to let you away from my cabin so gay, and to paddle your way to the shore, 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 and to paddle your way to the shore. Well, your man was not crazy, your man was not mad, your man was not deep in despair. Oh, I deluded your sailors as well as yourself. I'm a maiden again on the shore, shore, shore. I'm a maiden again on the shore. There is a young maiden, she lives all alone. She lives all alone on the shore. Oh, there is nothing she can find to comfort her mind but to roam all alone on the shore, shore, shore. But to roam all alone on the shore. But to roam all alone on the shore. Have a good day, everyone.
Let's hear it again for Anna. Amazing. 12 years old, just a reminder. Talent is amazing. Before I introduce our headliner, I'm kind of curious. Do we have anyone that's visiting from outside of Newfoundland? Show of hands, clap your hands. Great. Where are you visiting from? Ontario. Well, we're glad to have you, and we hope you're enjoying your visit. Okay, let's move on. So we have our headliner, and our headliner today is Rosemary Lawton. A decorated artist with Music NL wins and ECMA nominations to her credit, Rosemary Lawton is no stranger to crafting an emotionally beautiful and soul-stirring tune. A classically trained violinist with her roots firmly set in Newfoundland soil, Rosemary's determination to grow and learn in her traditional heritage has taken her on a unique journey that has shaped her as a violinist, a singer, a songwriter, and a storyteller. Let's hear it for Rosemary Lawton.
So, brave Anne? doing Brave Anne?
Yeah. All right, hello everybody. How are y'all doing today? Wasn't Anna just amazing? Oh my gosh, what a voice. So I'm Rosemary. We're going to start with a song about an empowering woman who was the hero of this story. Her true love has been sentenced to death for a crime that he was wrongfully accused of, and she saves the day. So this is called Brave Anne O'Neill. My love, he is one of the finest young men ever nature formed, and the sun to shine on. And tomorrow morning the noble prosecutor sentenced Chris on the gallows to be hung. He rode through the streets of Derry, he rode so bold and undaunted seemed, and he looked more like a man whose heart was broken than any young man was condemned to die. Oh, hang him up, said the bloody sheriff. The sheriff and clerk were standing by. Hold on, you bold prosecutor, I'll let you know he's not fit to die. You must hold on for half an hour until confession with me is done, and after that, you bold prosecutor, he can go off to the setting sun. Went up the first step on the gallows, his beloved sister he chanced to see. Step up, my beloved sister, I have a word to exchange with thee. And taking a gold ring from off his finger, he wrapped it up in silk so fine. Take this, my beloved sister, and keep your dear brother close in your mind. As he went up the next step on the gallows, his beloved brother he chanced to see. Step up, my beloved brother, I have a word to exchange with thee. Where is my Jumbo? Where is my darling? She don't come here for to visit me. Does she think it's a shame or a scandal that I must die on the gallows tree? As he went up the last step on the gallows, his beloved sweetheart he chanced to see. As she came riding on her weary gelding, she rode so fast as can be. Come down from that weary gallows. I have your freedom from George, our king. In spite of all those bold prosecutors, I'll have you crowned in the blooming spring. Now, lads and lasses, fill up your glasses, fill them up and never fail. You lads and lasses, toss up your glasses and drink a health to Brave Anne O'Neill. next song is in our set list, and the amazing Anna Corcoran just sang it. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to have her come up with us and sing it with the full band. What do you think? Yeah. How do you feel about that, Anna? All right, woohoo! Let's hear it for Anna. All right, this is going to be way more rock and roll than the one you just did. Yeah. It was of a young maiden, she lives all alone. She lives all alone on the shore. Oh, there's nothing she can find to comfort her mind but to roam all alone on the shore, shore, shore. But to roam all alone. All right, I think it's time for a fiddle tune, hey? This is one we did last year, I think, at Harbourside, but Brad decided that maybe we should give it a little twist this time.
Pirate it up.
We're pirating it up. This is called The Irish Washerwoman. As much as a washerwoman can be a pirate. How do you want to start this? Do you want to do like a little chop or? so much. So I just got funding to do a new album. I only found out this week. Woo. From Music and L. We're really excited about this. And so I thought I'd play a couple of songs that are new, that are potentially going on that album. So this next one is a brand new one. It's called The Red Eye, and it's about people who are married to people who do turnarounds. So if you're used to that life, this one goes out to you.
We all in or just me?
You, I think. On the red-eye flight to Panama, USA, on your way. It's another day, another job to pave a life we speed across. It's early morn, the sheets still warm, the walls they hold the echo of your voice. Always a kiss upon my cheek, the reminder of living with a ghost. When the news is rough, but you're in flight, I bite my tongue and wait a while. Waiting games, waiting rooms, wasting away without you. It's early morn, the sheets still warm, the walls they hold the echo of your voice. Always a kiss upon my cheek, the reminder of living with a ghost. Wide awake, wishing life would just slow down, while time would move faster. Let's live and thrive together forever, if only alone, alone. On the red-eye flight to Singapore, there's always more. Thank you. I'm going to sing a little ballad for you now. This is called The Ghostly Lover. So you guys can take a break if you want. Just hang out. This is a song that is on my first EP called Painted Glass, and it's about a gentleman who's passed on, but before he goes on to the next life, he's saying goodbye to his true love one last time. So he's paying her a little visit. Now, if that person's car is still beeping, maybe we should skip this one and come back when they're not beeping?
We could do that anyway.
Yeah, we could do that. All right, we're not going to do that one right now. So this is a new song. Well, now I could probably sing it. I don't know. We'll see. No, I'm going to wait. This is a new song, and this is one that we actually demoed for the album. So it's one I'm a really big fan of. It's called Fade Into It, and it's about finding the people in your life that are really like your safe friends that you can really depend on, and being able to lean on those people when things are hard. So this is called Fade Into It. And I'm going to do a cool trick on my fiddle, and it's all harmonics, so it's really cool. caught the rail before it hits the ground. I wanna scream but don't make a sound. High functioning crisis about to pop. It's not real if you don't let it out. Just let it out. Scream out loud and lean into it. Painless proud. What's the point of the friends that don't get too deep? Life is a messed up disaster disguised as a sunny day. Why don't we face the fire and lose yourself? Just lose yourself to the sun. High function crisis about to pop. It's not real if you don't let it out, let it out. Just let it out. Scream out loud and lean into it. Painless proud. What's the point of the friends that don't get too deep? Life is a messed up disaster disguised as a sunny day. Why don't we face the fire and lose yourself? Just lose yourself to the sun. Can't fight the low, 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 low. 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 Scream out loud and lean into it. Painless proud. What's the point of the friends that don't get too deep? Life is a messed up disaster disguised as a sunny day. Why don't we face the fire and lose yourself? Just lose yourself to the sun. All right, this is another original song, new one. And I think this one is a good one for the kids, if anybody wants to get up and have a little dance. This is about kind of wanting to escape your life. And it's about, you're building your own hot air balloon so you can just run away from it all. So think about putting together your own hot air balloon, maybe what colors you might use when you're stitching it together. And this is called Hot Air Balloon. I heard I had to walk going to do my ballad now. I don't think anybody else is moving in a truck, hey? So that was Hot Air Balloon. Brand new song, probably going on the new project. There's a new album coming. From Music NL, I'm really grateful. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that Music NL just came out with their nominations yesterday for the upcoming Music NL Awards. And a lot of members in our band were nominated. Claire was nominated for Producer of the Year. She produced my last project, so I'm a big fan. She's incredible. Side musician too? No, just she's amazing. So she can do it all. Play the bass, play the keys, and engineer a record, and produce. And the two of them, Claire and Dan, just got nominated with their band, the Nick Earl and the Reckless Hearts, for a bunch of things, right? Group of the Year. And is it Finn? No? Anyways, Group of the Year, so exciting times. And over here we have Brad Jefford, who's an amazing jazz guitar player who also can play folk music. And he's got a lovely little girl in the audience bouncing around. You might have seen her, and she's lovely. I don't know where she is. She ran away. Oh, she's over here. There she is. That's Brad's daughter. Please don't steal her away. She's wonderful. And so this is going to be a ballad that's on my first project, my first EP, and it's called Ghostly Lover. Over hills and lofty mountains, oh dear, I'm forced to go. If I might be guided without one stumble into the arms of you, my love. He went till he came to his love's room window, and kneeling down upon a stone, through the pane of glass he whispered slowly, say, lovely Betsy, are you home? Oh, who is this under my room window, disturbing me from my long night's rest? 'Tis your own true love who is come to see you. I pray get up, love, let me in. She rose her head from her soft down pillow, her lily breast like a snowy light. When they kissed, shook hands, and both embraced, till this long night is to an end. Had I the ink of darkest color, and I a paper of snowy white, and had I a pen of the finest silver, my true love's praises I would write. This very night I will lie with you, although you're so many miles away. Is there any room at your feet for me? I'm come from my watery grave. Thank you. Okay, you start. So this song is on my first EP too. It's one of the first songs that I ever recorded, and it's still one that's a tried and true that I love dearly to this day. And you know I love to write songs about empowering women and just to find songs and collect them and bring them together. I even have a songbook of songs that are all telling stories about empowering women that are all traditional songs in Newfoundland, and that's called Resilience. But this song is from my first EP, and it's called The Siren, and it's about a man who's being called off to sea by a siren, and his wife, his true love, managed to call him back. So this is called The Siren. She was waiting for the call of her husband in the thrall, and the winds and the rains that blew. And a daughter so fair, never seen her dad, was a father she never knew. And the winds kept howling, the rains would never stop. The wife of the captain feared for his life, but he'd head towards the rocks, head towards the rocks. Then one fine day, one fateful day, the winds they blew again. Across dark waters came a voice, the sirens began to wail. They said, forget your family, the girl you've never seen. Forget your wife and your captain's life, and head towards the rocks, head towards the rocks. Voice inside his head whispered for him to stop. He did an about face, heading home to wife and girl. His wife's voice whispered, come back home, don't head towards the rocks, head towards the rocks. All right, this is another song that I wrote that I've been playing live for a long time. And it's a beautiful song that means a lot to me because when I was on tour in Alberta, I met a lady out there, and she told me she was so excited. She was from Newfoundland, and she was so excited to meet some other Newfoundlanders because she was really homesick. And she wrote, she told me all these stories about her dad and how her dad was a fisherman. And he built the boat that he sailed by hand. And she told me about this beautiful rescue that he managed to have with his nephew and his brother, who were out on sailing, and their boat started taking on water, and it was sinking. And they knew that they weren't going to make it to shore. And this man, Mr. Reeves, her dad, he knew that he could tow them back to shore, but if he towed them back, his boat probably would sink too. But he tried anyway because he loved these people and he didn't want them to be in trouble. So he towed them back, and by the time they made it back to shore, his boat was completely submerged. Both of theirs were, but they all survived. And yes, and they were able to bring the boats out and dry them out and patch them up, and they all were able to sail again. It's the ultimate happy ending. And it's a true story. She actually sent me all of these news clippings and pictures of the boats when they were submerged. And it's just an amazing story. And so I wrote the song, and then I sent it to her, and she gave me like back and forth, and we had a lot of chats about making sure the facts were straight and all this, and the names were right. And then I felt like shortly after that, I sent her the song. It was fully demoed out, and then she passed away really suddenly. She had like an aneurysm and just dropped. And it was just such a shock. And so I started to sing this song with a whole new meaning to me because it meant so much to her. And I sang it in a live stream. And her family happened to be watching. And they had never heard the song. And so they contacted me. And I was able to send them the recording that Lisa had heard. And it was so special to them because almost a year after her passing, they got this whole other piece of her. And so this is the song. It's called The Third Provider. And this one's for Lisa. closet player. They say he's public shy. The need of liquid courage to sing his time. A call to each Aunt Sadie. They'd sing Ghosts in the Fog. They'd sing the third provider's lullaby. Sing the third provider's lullaby. Tell them a story from the heart. Whistle to the sailors near and far to bring them home, to bring them home. 45-foot-long liner, he built that boat by hand. It sailed with him while far away from land. Then one August morning, his boat put to the test. He feared his life would soon be laid to rest. Young Austin and Cass Clark were taking water. Towing them would truly make him sing. But pull they did with all his might, the water deep and still. The third provider almost out of sight. Sing the third provider's lullaby. Tell them a story from the heart. Whistle to the sailors near and far to bring them home, to bring them home. Next thing Reeves knew, he wasn't sure. His boat almost submerged. Cass Clark and Austin standing by his side. With helping hands, his ship hauled out, the sun to warm its sides. The third provider prospered once again. Sing the third provider's lullaby. Tell them a story from the heart. Whistle to the sailors near and far to bring them home, to bring them home. Sing the third provider's lullaby. Tell them a story from the heart. Whistle to the sailors near and far to bring them home, to bring them home. So that was for Lisa. That was the third provider. And I think that one's going to make it to the next project as well, so keep an eye out for that one. Now, this is the last song of the day, and I was kind of saving my favorite one to the end because I have a little fan, and her name is Audrey, and she's here today, and her favorite song in the whole world is The Sea Witch, and her parents play it for her every day, and she listens to it all the time, and her mom is going to have a baby next week, a little girl, and Audrey desperately wants the little girl to be named Rosie. So I don't know if it's going to be, but I'm gunning for it. Anyways, thank you so much to Canadian AV for doing such an amazing job with sound today. Thank you to Taya for helping to coordinate all of this from the city, and the City of St. John's for all of this. I'm part of the Folk Arts Society, and so Folk Arts Society had a hand in booking all of the youth acts for the summer, and so we booked Anna Corcoran, who was absolutely amazing today, so another big round of applause for Anna. And I want to thank my bandmates, Brad Jefford, Claire Follett, and Dan George. And this song is called The Sea Witch, so if you want to get up and dance, there's lots of space. Here we go. See you sailing out at sunset, see you coming in at dawn. Keep my eyes set on the weather, set my sights out on the strong. I'm the wheel of all adventure, and I walk when I could run. Hoist the sails on everlasting, let them carry us the road. I'm the spirit of the mermaid, I'm the huntress of the sea. I'm the current growing stronger, I'm the river wild and free. Hear the sirens calling towards me, I will not bend or break to thee. I'm the fury of the sea witch, I'm calling you to me. Whoa, whoa, Hear the sparkle of the lighthouse, hear the calling of the gulls. Foggy mornings dissipating, I see waters deep and still. Tear the pages of what's written, erase what has been done. Rewrite backs and old sightings, embrace the warmer sun. I'm the spirit of the mermaid, I'm the huntress of the sea. I'm the current growing stronger, I'm the river wild and free. Hear the sirens calling towards me, I will not bend or break to thee. I'm the fury of the sea witch, I'm calling you to me. Sing it with me now. Whoa, whoa, Thank you so much. Have a great day.
So that brings us to the end. I would just like to mention one thing. As Rosemary mentioned earlier, Music NL just came up with their nominees in the last couple of days. We have a couple more here. Rosemary herself actually was nominated for Music Educator of the Year. So that's pretty special. And very often when you're here, you'll see two gentlemen going around with cameras, and they're taking pictures, and they do this purely on volunteer time for almost every event. I think they have clones because they're everywhere. Christopher Deacon and Alex Suey, I think they were both here. Alex might still be here. Christopher might be gone. There he is right there. They were actually nominated together again this year for Volunteer of the Year with Music NL. So let's hear it for them. We really appreciate your time. So thanks again to our today's performers, Anna Corcoran, Rosemary Lawton, and her band. Thanks to the Newfoundland and Labrador Folk Art Society, who coordinate our youth performers for these concerts. Thank you to Canadian AV for doing our sound. And thank you to our staff from our community services, Taya and her team, who put all this together for everybody. Most of all, thank you to all of you for coming out and supporting these events. And you keep showing up every Friday, and we're so glad you do. So come back again next Friday. The next one will be August the 9th, and we're going to have we're featuring our opening act, Charlotte Woodford and Kelly McMichael. Goodness, tongue-tied today. So we have an entire season of fantastic music lined up at great locations all around the city. If you want more information, please visit the city's website at stjohns.ca for more details. And thanks again for coming out, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.